Hello and welcome back to Rollercoaster Tycoon, where we are slowly but surely filling up the castle with all kinds of goodness, and we are slowly but surely becoming richer and richer, as the park is actually running like a charm. And slowly but surely, the eggheads are working exactly in our favor because, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at this. What have I spotted? It is not the wooden crazy rodent roller coaster, as we already knew that we had that. No, it's over here. Look, it's another wooden coaster that we can use, and it's absolutely perfect, as it's dirt cheap. This is exactly the thing that we need. After which, we need these, after which we're gonna build this. In terms of coasters, we're set. I honestly mean that. We're set for the rest of the park. Well, I mean, if we have time left over and space left over, sure, maybe we could use another one. But in all honesty, for the amount of gas that we need, we're set. We're golden. We don't need anything else. We can tell our eggheads to stop researching roller coasters. But they weren't doing that to begin with, so there's nothing to tell them, right? Anyway, let us do our routine quick vandalism check to see if things have become dire all of a sudden. Hey, wait. No, I thought this trash can was actually being demolished, vandalized. Turns out it was just a texture with the way the thing and the stuff and the looks and whatnot. You know, the thing and the stuff. Anyway, what we have in terms of vandalism is little to non-existent. What we have in terms of pricing is... I can't imagine this being... Yeah, no, this is still doing just fine. There's no need to adapt that to a lower pricing. The boat's still doing fine, and the rest is pretty new. I mean, the maze is not, you know, High Garden is... well, there's 2 people on it, so... Though, I guess, with that said, we could probably lower this to like $1... just $1, not $1 something. No, $1. Yeah, that's probably good enough. It's not a great ride anyway, and for $1, people will be in and out quickly, so we don't need to charge $5 for that. I'm pretty positive that it will not come to haunt us if we lower the price for it. Also, man, is it crowded over here. I don't think it would be such a bad idea to expand the park. With that said... what is the next move for our park? I mean, I know that we need like more rides in it, and well, I've been wanting to build this river ride for quite a while because I thought that it was the logical next thing that we needed to build, seeing how we only really have like 2.5 coasters, because I don't really consider these to be really that exceptionally good or anything. So, oh man, and also... the timing, the synchronization, it is beautiful. Anywho, yeah, I wanted to build this one, and I kind of want to build it over here on this side, maybe a little bit around this edge. For that though, what we're gonna need is an underground station, but that should not be difficult to achieve with the terrain that we have. Though, having said that... Nah, see, it only goes down to like height... Oh, height 6 actually on that corner. Which is like the height of the water. But, how is it over here? It's also height 6. Right, that's actually a little bit of a... I don't know. I mean, we can definitely get something working, seeing how that we can also just have the thing pop out of the wall, you know? It's not really an issue. So, I've been wanting to build this, but I also think that we should expand the pathways a little bit more over here. And saying that, the only real option that we have when we are going to expand the path is if we take this path here and have that go down and then hook up there, and then somehow connect our water river ride over on these new paths. Let me close this for a moment, because I want to see, like, what I want to know basically is, can we get this path around, and now I do have the terrain heights, but I kind of want to have the track heights out there. So this is height 19, this is height 22. Theoretically speaking, what we could do is we could have this go inside here, actually we could just have this go across, have that, you know, drop down straight. Am I mistaken in that? Yeah, no, I'm not mistaken at that, because this is only one curve, right? So we should come out over here right next to the castle wall. Then this, or maybe even a little bit further. The thing is, we need to ask ourselves, where are we going to place the rides in the future? So we're going to come out over here. Are we going to place them over here, or are we going to place them over here? I don't think, well, actually, both is also an option. I just now realize, looking at the amount of space that we have, which is 4 tiles. If we stick over here, but it would be very low. Honestly, you know, if I'm honest, I think we would be better off going a little bit further lower over here, not completely hugging the castle wall. We could actually, if I'm honest, there's nothing holding us to actually hug the castle wall at a slight elevated level, so that we could place any future rides over here on this terrain by only having to lower it a little. Sounds like a plan, if you ask me. Sounds like that's exactly what we are going to do. Right then, okay, it is time for some path expansion. This will also open up like this whole section of the park, and with that we should have the majority, well, leave out the majority part and just say everything of the park open to us. So, yeah. Alright, let's do that first then. Let's get that on the way. We shall. Oh man, I love the ragtime music so much better actually. I know I'm not the greatest singer of all times, but man do I love the music, you know, I think it's great. Ragtime music. Alright, now we'll go down. I don't need to go down that much, though I don't want to make this too expensive either. Then we shall stick to the same height, because it's flat path space that we want. And I think, in all honesty, it's the best for us if we just hug the terrain to an extent. I mean, I think that this is like the best course of action that we can take over here. And now we need to worry about getting this hooked up to someplace, which is what we will worry about right now. Look, that's hooked up. Right, instantly I already realized that we need to get ourselves we need to get ourselves benches out here and staff and all that jazz fast. Facilities, you know, the whole shebang. Because right now it is just a vast empty space with nothing on it. There, get them trash cans out. I really think that this is the smart move to make. We would probably, if we not already have those, we will probably soon get messages from guests that it is too crowded over here. You know, as far as like I said, we don't already have those, so that is a smart move. Now, having tapped myself on the back a couple of times, let's move on. We will actually enable the supports over here just so that they can see what the F I'm doing. I think for now, one handy dude should be enough, but any ride that we will place will get an extra added handyman. Also, yeah. Also, yeah. I mean, this handyman has a lot of space to keep clean, but he should be up to the job. Especially because there's nothing here happening currently, so... Right, okay, so not only will this greatly increase the flow of gas, it will also help with the gas getting around to where they need to be. And we now have a lot more park real estate available. Good. Oh wow, look at that. Even just adding the path added so much more gas coming into the park, because I believe that when they say it's too crowded, that actually lowers the amount of gas that come to the park. So by adding a lot of real estate, that actually helped quite more than it usually would if the park isn't too crowded. Now, also, as a slight side note, there might be some noise you hear in the background, but that is because I'm recording this on Old Year's Eve, so a lot of people are already shooting fireworks, and yeah, you might hear the occasional boom and bang and whistle. You know, just putting it out there, just so you know what's what. It's not like my house is exploding. That is if you can even hear it at all. Now, for the ride, we are gonna build the river ride, and we are gonna have it shoot out of this tower. The question is, though, the station. Where are we gonna put that? This is a height 6, so that's actually in the way of anything, anywhere we want to build. So, because of that, well, that's actually bad, because here, I'll tell you what I had in mind, and that is have a station that's not like directly below the wall, but like slightly off, you know, below the terrain over here. And then have that make like 2 curves or 2 S-bends or something. Come out here, do a few things, you know, like up and downs. Go below the path, that's definitely a thing. Then go up once more and then enter right here at the wall. That was kind of like the plan, but seeing now that the coaster track's over here, all of a sudden I'm not really sure if that's possible. We should still be able to wiggle it close around there. We could get like right next to it now, can't we? That should be a thing, that's definitely possible. Alright. We'll try and see if we can arrange that. For the time being, though, let's actually first get started with this, alright? What we could also do, and then it will most definitely fit, is if we have the station come out over here. That will make it quite long, though, and I don't think we have the money to then actually finish the ride. On the other hand, if we do that, what we then can do is have the station actually be over here on this side. Just curve and then go up. Can we? I mean, can we? I don't see any... I do see any reason why we cannot do that. That's because of terrain issues. Though, that being said, terrain issues are there to be solved, of course. I don't like the way that's going. I also don't like the way how I'm looking at things. I mean, so just to get my bearings, it's this tower that we're talking about. The one without, that's over here, right? So if I mean, it would be here then, right? Wouldn't it? It seems so. We're just gonna give this a try. Oh, game, remember for once my view. Have I? I have. Nice. Okay, so now it is all possible. Everything that I just said about what we were supposed to do is now gonna happen. So what we should do then is get into the underground, get the station over here, and then start building, I guess. So, yeah, there we go. And then this turns out to be a 3 high ride. Oh man, that would be really bad if that turned out to be the case. I pray it is not, of course. And then a curve. And then a station. Because I do actually just want the curve to be there, so. I also don't think we need to go this far back. How many? One boat. Oh wait, that's actually because we have this piece of station still in there. Now we can have 7 boats. Okay. And if I were to go further, then we can have 9 boats. Okay, so there's definitely a point to be made for having the station be this long. You know what? We shall first get the entrance and exit sorted. I guess we don't have a choice in the matter. I guess we just need to go there. Right, okay, so now then. That ain't gonna happen, so this needs to be done. And then this curve needs to be done. Oh wow, and I'm looking at our money and I'm thinking like, man, there's no way we're ever going to do this. Also, issues. Man, I'm thinking like, there's no way we're ever going to do this ever. Issues. Is there actually a way that we can go and do this? I mean, this is gonna make it even more expensive to even build the thing, because we're out on the water, and the water is deep. Deep and scary. Yeah, see, now we are running into height issues. Right, that's not good either. Let's see. We could go straight. Or, you know what? We don't need to go straight. What we can just do is just have it drop down earlier, like this, you know? I mean, there's no need for us to adhere to the water that strictly. And then, I guess we could just make one more further. We could make a U-turn. Then go up. Oh. I guess what we would do first is actually do an S-bend. And then go up. It's not much, I mean. No, actually, it's better for us to... Well, no, we need to go up. There's no way around it. I was thinking, like, yeah, but this actually makes it more expensive. Which is true. Though, right now we're also not heading exactly where we need to be going. Man, I wish this had small curves, man. Now what I kind of need is like 2 of these pieces in order for this to work. And then we can have this drop down. Oh, so that actually needs to happen like one earlier. Maybe that will also align it better with the... No. No, it won't. So we need to pull this one back further. I guess there's no harm in actually doing the S-bends before, seeing how we need to do those anyway. And then go around like this, then do another S-bend. So we come out at the same position again. This time much better though. Well, where is this gonna leave us? Oh, perfect. And then, yeah, exactly how I wanted. Also, why are we actually in the underground view? Okay, so we actually got what we wanted, which is like 2 drops, one right below the... right below the thing there. I know we're kind of curtaining in the castle over here. That's actually bad. But I also don't mind it too much, as I do have a great name for this in mind, which actually makes that kind of fitting. Wow, fitting, I mean. Still not really what I would have chosen to do if the choice were up to me. We also need to go out a little bit further with this. And whilst we go out a little bit further with this, we might as well add in like another drop to it. Just to add as many as possible. There. Ooh, that actually doesn't line us up nicely. So I guess we'll just have to... Oh. I guess we'll just have to go one further here. So that we can have this... No. And now we need to go straight. And then down. Yes, so we are at height 7 now. That's... Oh, balls. We're still not aligned. Wow! Really? I can't... Hold on a second. Let me just... Oops. Get this view out proper. I mean, we don't need to go back at the corner piece there, which would have been convenient, but there's no real need for us to do so. Other than convenience. But we're not making this for convenience sake only. Also, I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to actually go down to height 4. And then see where... Oh wow! I did not expect that. Please, Moneyplix, fill up another train with gas, please, or something. Oh man, this is gonna be another one of those builds, isn't it? I need to know how this lines up. I might have gone way overboard with this, you know. Still, it will make for a good ride. It's just that... Oh man, come on. You've got to be kidding me. Really? Right now we're below. I wonder if we, you know, if we go up, if we then... No, we actually don't line up. So what we need over here is an S-bend. S-bend, like that. Now it's the question. It's not a question. We actually did it! We have lined up ourselves, and the exit and entrance are already built. So why don't you, my faithful public, you know, my loyal viewers, go and watch this test ride for me. I know you want to. I also know you want to see how the sea floods this entrance over here. I like it. You know, so this was a bit of a tight build when it comes to a budget, but we managed, and I don't think we actually did such a poor job on this one. Which is kind of, well, I'm pleasantly surprised with how it turned out. Let me say it like that. That's alright now. Yeah. So where are we gonna have this hook up? We can have it hook up at plenty of places actually, though we need to plan this out accordingly. Let me just see. Right. This over here is the ideal place for our ride to hook up to. Yeah. The exit path, that is. The entrance path is gonna be somewhere over here in this new stretch, where we also still need to build facilities, which we will do all in good time. That is gonna happen, don't worry. So it's just the exit path. We need to hook that up over there. And that's just basically the gist of it. What we could do though is hook it up over here in the underground. Well, that's actually quite an interesting one. I think we should try and do something like that. Right, so first off, we're gonna try and do this in underground mode view, which is absolutely terrible. I have no clue how high we actually are at the moment. Oh, now we're at height 10. Wait, does that mean that actually hooks it up? That is a surprising... Wait, does it or doesn't it? I can't even tell, to be honest. It seems to me that actually hooks it up. That actually does hook it up. Right, this is a surprisingly clean exit path. I had not expected that this would be this easy. Right. we'll place these as is usual, as per tradition. Then we still have to worry about the queue, which is less of a worry actually, considering we have a lot of options for it. However, I don't want to waste any... I mean, what I kind of don't want to waste is any potential for coolness, so what I think that we're gonna do is we're gonna try and hook it up via the tower. I think that's a pretty cool one. That means you're going straight there. Oh. So it would actually mean going straight here. That would hook it up. Does that glitch out anywhere? No, it doesn't. It remains hidden, you know. Sometimes you have, when you have like slow pieces going down in the underground, they glitch out from the side. Turns out that this one is not doing that. Right, okay. So now it's heading back into the underground as well. That's good. We can set this right up in the meantime. Definitely this is going to be one of the better water rides that we have built, so I'm not afraid to charge like $5 for it. What we need to set up is a handy dude for the exit area, most definitely. You, handy dude, you are going to be trapped over here. You have this path covered, don't you? Yeah, you can cover everything. Now we're also going to hire another loose walking mechanic. We don't need an entertainer for this one, I don't think. Also, you guys have watched the test, right? You should know what the you should, well, kind of know and have a guess about what the ratings are gonna be. We are going to name this the Kraken of Pike. Yes, yes, yes. Oh man, the Greyjoys, the Krakens, you know, the Kraken of Pike, definitely, and as the Kraken of Pike befits when it comes to coloring, we are gonna have this be, wait, there it is. Of course we're gonna have these be murky watercolor. Is that this? No. Is that what this? No. This, yeah, that's the one. Then we're gonna have this. I don't want black supports. I think that looks ugly. We could change this around though. See how this goes. Also, I want to pause it right now. See, the thing is, we're currently in May, the 4th of May. We only got 761 guests in the park. There's quite a few coming, but I don't know really. I feel like we should not waste too much time. I was letting the game run for a little just to get up some money, which we have right now. Besides, eggheads. What have you given me lately? I just want to know. We got this. Definitely something that we're gonna build. Something like we could do over here or something. You know, when we develop this area. Have I gotten anything else? Ooh, this is definitely big. We could get this around over here. Also in this area. Preferably in this area actually. So we have room for our coasters over here. That's big. That's really good actually. Nice. You know what? Because we got plenty of stuff to build right now, I'm actually going to put our eggheads to gentle rides and shops and stores. We haven't researched either of them. I also don't really mind in which order we get them. You know, if I get a gentle ride, it's fine. If I get a shop and store, it's fine. It doesn't even matter which shop and stall, though I would prefer a food and drink one. But if it's a swag shop, I'm gonna place them all the same, so... Anyway, we weren't done with... Oh my good... What? Well, actually, it's not that great, actually, because I think we've had this in, like, the 6s before, but it's not bad. Definitely not bad. It's a good ride. Also, Then this black, yellow, maybe a little bit darker yet. Well, I can't even see this, man. I'm also not really sure about changing the colors about, you know. I think we should keep with what we had before. This. I think this is better, you know. I mean, after all, for those who are interested in what this is colored after, the sigil of the House Greyjoy is a yellow Kraken on a black background. So there you have it. Yellow and black. Definitely. Oh man, that's good, man. It looks good. It looks great. I'm pretty happy with it. Now, what we next need to do is get some facilities in over here and also worry about our next ride. But that and more all has to wait for next time when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.